What's going on, everybody? This is Raw Star, and you listen to the Misfit Effect. And of course, I'm joined with my wonderful, beautiful, spectacular co-host. You know, the reason that everybody wakes up and say damn in the morning for Miss Sarah Lace.
Thank you, Rustar. I feel like you always be like gassing me up. Like that's why I'm so big-headed. Or maybe it's just the hair, but whatever. Today I really just want to introduce you to the gorgeous, amazing Selina Imai. So, hello, beautiful. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Well, I'm Selena. Um, I've been in the industry for like 6 months now.
Mhm.
I'm 19. Yeah.
Like, I don't
So
know. I'm
she's
still
a little
learning.
shy. She's a little shy, and that's okay.
I
I feel
know.
like it's
I'm so used to like the interviews where they just be asking me. I'm like, oh,
I
like, I can say
totally get
whatever I
it.
want.
Yeah,
See, the
but
thing
that's
is,
like
like,
it's more of a chit chat.
Hmm.
yeah, but some of those questions sometimes are just like very like, oh. So, what's your favorite position? It's like, are you,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
it's like, I'm having a conversation with you. You're in one state, she's in one state. It's not like I'm about to put you inside of it. It's not like I'm about to play, okay, Miss Imai, let's go ahead and I'm gonna book you and pay you $3,000 to do what position is your favorite, And like,
Oh my God.
and the thing is most times you ask that question, performers have two different things they say. They say, well, off camera, my favorite position is missionary because we're looking at each other and it's more intimate. But like on camera, put me in a doggy style position or,
That's so true.
flip me
Thanks,
sideways and
Rockstar, for
just do
calling
a
me
little
out.
spin. And that's everybody.
That's so true. I do feel like
No,
that is
that's facts.
smooth. Because the thing is, like, it depends on like the emotion that you're fucking in. Are you doing it passionate or are you just trying to have some like rough like fuck? Like it really just depends.
Yeah, that is so true. Like, I would probably say the same thing. Like, oh, like missionary, like off camera. Because like if you're working, like, we're just working, like we gotta have like the high energy on the camera, but like if you're private, you can do whatever.
Mhm.
Like, make it special. Like that's what I like.
Mhm.
See, and it's like it's always
Exactly.
more. It's always like more like you want to feel the person because like on work you have to do this do the poses like okay I gotta cheat out I gotta do this
You
I
gotta
gotta
arch that back,
and you
bring
gotta
Yeah.
that booty
and
out,
you got all these
freestyle
people you got all
everything.
these people looking at you and it's like okay you have that one camera you have that one person that's just rambling in the room that's just like looking a little bit too hard and you like this person is just a little too horny right now and I still gotta pretend like I'm comfortable with this person looking at me like that and I'm trying to work I'm just trying to get my money and leave and
That
like
is so
you're
bad.
like I find this person who I'm working with a little bit attractive, but I don't really want to be here. I'm just trying to, make my money and be the actress or actor, be the actress right now. Jesus Christ. Okay, but yeah.
Or sometimes you're trying to focus and like the PA is in like the back corner eating a sandwich or something, sitting at breakfast, and you're just there trying to be like, oh yeah, do it like this. He's like, don't mind me, and you're just like, okay, I'm trying to focus over here.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, like y'all like or like if they be laughing at me, I'm like, can y'all stop laughing? Like I'm trying to be serious right now.
I
Like
know, but that's like I don't know. That's also the thing that makes being on set so fun, because you're not just like, yeah, we do take our job seriously, but you don't have to take it too seriously. We're already taking a dick seriously. Like, that's already hard. Like, you don't have to take everything serious.
No, but
yeah, like I try to be chill, but sometimes I'm like, I'm just trying to go, like, we gotta get this money, get this check,
Mhm.
and bounce.
well,
So I
like
can eat.
hopefully get it the
So I
same
can
day.
eat.
Yeah. and then like sometimes they don't give you enough time. You can't eat before you go on set, and now you're up here doing the work, and you're like all hungry, and you're like, damn, I wish I
You're
had
like,
an extra 25 minutes for that turkey sandwich. Because
Okay.
Jesus,
for real.
I'm up here talking like I'm a performer, but I just don't.
But still, you've been around the block enough that you kind of like you know us and our antics. Like you know how we're all like.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay,
But
so go ahead, Miss Sarah. I'm sorry.
no, you can go ahead.
But yeah, so
Relax.
usually try to avoid those kind of type of questions because it's just like a little too weird sometimes. And we asked like the thing is I did my little research on you though because I
Oh,
knew like I know you are this is your name on you. You are a cat woman that is the queen of stranglers.
I
Yeah,
got my name from Catwoman, yeah.
yeah. What's it? Catwoman is Selena, and then Cosmo Imai
Hmm.
is the king of stranglers.
Yeah.
So that's why I
Mhm.
said, you're a Catwoman who is the queen of stranglers.
Hell yeah, I am.
See,
That's why
that's why I
I'm
said
like,
that. I did my little research. I did my little research.
Right.
you're like, I know a little something, okay?
A little bit. So, okay, so since I am a big anime fan, and we force Sarah to watch sometimes, what type of animes do you like to watch?
I honestly, I watch any anime that's like really any genre. Like I literally started like 2 nights ago, I started watching, I think it's called like Ninja Kamui. It's like on HBO and it's
Okay.
so badass, like, and it's like just like bloody ninja fighting and stuff, and I love that. But then
Mhm.
like I'll turn around and watch like a romance one about some queen in a castle or some shit, like
I
I feel like that's
I
how I am too.
I
yeah.
normally watch like harems or like slice of life, which is what you're
Yes.
describing. Because right now, me and another performer are watching one about a demon lord who.
Oh,
Yeah,
Remonster.
no, I'm not even talking about Rico. I'm talking
Not
about
that one?
A demon lord who fell in love with a little elf girl, and
Oh,
then
I love that.
he
Hmm.
like the thing is like some demon lord died and he owned the elf girl, but then he
Mhm.
seen her as a slave and he was like, no, I want her, and he spent all of his money to buy her, and then he was like, you're not a slave. He's like, I want to tell her so much I love her, but I can't. And he does everything he can to make her not feel like a slave. He's like, I'm gonna do everything I can to remove that slave collar. It's stuff like that.
Wait, I feel
Oh
like I've seen
my
that.
God.
Huh?
What's it called?
Is it something elf queen? Hold on, let me find it.
I feel like I've seen that or like something like that.
Yeah, because that storyline kind of reminds me of which is one that we were watching. It was like about the four heroes, but like or four or five, but like one of them had the shield and he was supposedly the weakest one.
Oh,
And
I've seen that too.
yeah, right. That I forgot the name of it, but that
And
one like
Arch
wanted to be on his side. So he went and got a slave girl first. And then he was just trying to like treat her so nice. And I was like, oh, it's so cute.
I
and
know.
and
Oh.
Archdemon's Dilemma: How to Love Your Elf Bride.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I saw one and it was just like that, except it was like the guy was like this like fairy, and then the girl owned him as a slave.
Oh, I don't
And
know
was
about that.
like, oh, I don't want you to be a slave. I just want you to help me like travel the country or so. It was like she needed like a bodyguard or something.
Mhm.
I was like, I feel like a lot of animes like be the same. So like, you know what I mean? Like have like
Yeah.
similar concepts with like characters
Mhm.
that almost look the same, and I'm like, wait, is this the same? Like I don't even
Yeah.
know that.
The thing is, like
Every
some of
once in
them,
a while, you think you're actually watching the same one, and you're like, wait a minute, I thought they did this.
I think a lot of them do merge, and I think of what throws me off sometimes because you reckon if you watch sub or dub, like you might recognize a voice, and you automatically equate that voice with another anime they're with if you know their voice.
Mhm.
Like I love a certain voice actress, but I hear like if I ever hear her voice in anything else, I'm like, hey, I know that girl. That's Yamada, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
It's
it's funny because I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible with names, but I'm good with voices. So I'll be like, "Oh, that's this person from and then I won't be able to say either name, and I'm like, never mind. You
that
guys
was
know what.
when I first saw that one anime with like the guy with the castle. Oh yeah, yeah, Howl's Moving Castle. And like
Ooh,
the English dub is like Christian Bale, and I was like, wait, is that who I think it is? And it was actually him that voiced it, and I was like, that's so like cool, you know? Like it's
yeah.
mhm.
always like recognizing the voice actor, especially when they're like mainstream actors. Like it's so weird, but I love it.
So
Yeah.
I just now watched that for the first time, like when Sarah was here, like here in LA last, and they
Mhm.
had me watch it. I mean, I actually enjoyed it, but that was one of the ones that like I just had skipped over, like not like for no reason. It was just a movie, and sometimes it's harder for me to sit back and watch the movies outside of watching television shows, even though like if I binge a damn TV show, it's longer than a movie.
hmm
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel that.
Maybe
I'm
that's
like,
why. Maybe because you just want an extended storyline.
I re
yeah, it gets a little boring watching movies. I
I
feel that.
recommend you to go watch an anime called 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You.
Yes. Oh my God. I've been wanting to watch that. But then every time I hear people on the internet talking, they're like, oh, this is like for like the incels or something. But I'm like, I love that shit. Because like, isn't it just about like, like big boobs, like bad bitches, like liking you? Like, I
Okay,
love
Mhm.
it. Totally
I'm
watch
gonna,
that
I'm gonna,
shit.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
break it down to you.
damn.
The whole like this is in the first 9 minutes. Okay, so it's not destroying the anime. Basically, what happens is this guy gets rejected by 100 girls, and then he goes praise like, "Hey, I want a girlfriend." And then the dude says, "You are doomed to get 100 girlfriends, and if you don't date them, they'll die."
Yeah. Basically, if you reject one of the girls, she's gonna die or something like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then he
Oh my
he treats
God.
he treats them all with equal love. He
Mhm.
doesn't
It's
doesn't
so
negate.
cute.
Oh my God. I love that. I'm totally gonna watch that
He
tonight.
doesn't
Like,
he doesn't
I
negate any
don't
of the
think I'm
girls.
caught up. I
Oh,
don't think I'm caught up.
it's not no season two hasn't come out yet, and I'm waiting for season two. It's
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
it's
waiting for.
it's really
It's
good.
actually really good. Like, they don't show them, they don't introduce them all at once. So they'll like slowly introduce them. And I feel
mhm.
like that's what makes it better because you get to actually like experience each character instead of being bombarded with 100 girls all at once.
Yeah, right.
I think my
Mhm.
favorite girl is girl four.
Of course.
Four? I think it's four. No, it's girl number four. Like
He's still thinking about it, you know?
no,
That's
I
one of those where he's still like,
no
yeah.
because like of everybody's persona, her persona matches who I negate myself saying like, hey, I like that type of character.
That's your type.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't have a
Your
type.
type of woman.
Like you said, big booty, big breasted sisters girls. Like,
Mhm.
big titties don't always do it for me. I like that little, like that C cup, small, look good, whatever. That's what I'll say, okay, perfect.
Mine aren't even C cups.
I got the C cups. I got the C cups.
See,
I got
like,
mosquito bites.
but the thing is like, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but the thing is like I'm known as someone who is a breast connoisseur,
hmm
but I also say there's hits a limit where it's like I like that's too much for me. Like if
Mhm.
you're double Z, I can't mess with you.
See, I don't know if I can handle all that. Like, you gotta tone it
Like
back.
like
Right?
like
Yeah, too much titty would make the dick feel too small, I feel like.
yeah, like and that's what like it's Miss Selena. I don't curse,
hmm
but last year, I think it was last year, maybe it was last year. the thing that broke my cursing for like a long time was me talking about titty effing. And I'm saying like if a girl's titties is like it's like way out here, and it's like, oh, you walk it's like if I try to, do that titty freak 'em, it's kind of like, like I no, like
There's
that's
too much to
that's too
enjoy.
much.
There's
That's too
too
much
much to
titty. Like that. Like
enjoy.
if I can put my foot, if it's like my foot, my whole leg inside there, and it like barely covers my leg. That's an issue. I don't have enough dick for that.
Like shit.
No.
Like, I feel like same if a girl's got too much booty, like you won't be able to bend her over and like stick it in if you're gonna have to spread.
You gotta have one arm here and one arm here. Then you gotta like position
Like,
yourself
that in there too.
like you then you have to be like Neo from the Matrix, trying to like go all the way down. Like yeah, no, I
Oh my God.
I can. You know what? I am 41 years old. I can't do that no more. I'm not athletic, so like I don't. I didn't go
We
to
in the
the
athletic era. We can't be doing all this lifting and like turning and shit. Like I'm just trying to get in there. Like
Exactly.
I didn't go to the gym today.
Yes.
I
So, Selena, are you a titty person or an ass person? What catches your eye more?
titties. I love titties.
Titties.
Like they're my favorite. Like even on my own Instagram, like I always feel bad, but it's like I only post like bikini pics. It's just like I just love boobs so much that I
Mhm.
just want everyone to look at them. You know what I mean? But like, I never post my ass ever. Like I'm like, nah, that ain't relevant. We gotta show these.
Very relevant.
see.
See, but it's just because you got some nice titties also, like you got
You know
blessed
what
with
I always feel, which
my
is because like you say, what's there?
my titties itch, so I had to go and like scratch. Don't mind me.
You
Oh,
gotta
We
you
were
go
got.
on.
talking about titties, so it itched. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your titties are itchy. Um, train of thought. So the thing that kills me though is like because like I'm usually like a photographer or a video person. It's like I meet all these people at these events and I'm taking pictures of them, whatever, and I don't think about it. But then I go to tag these people and like this is you included. And
Mhm.
so when I go to tag the people in the pictures I took of them, sometimes they have the same outfit on and they're like titties all out. And it's like, oh, well, damn. I didn't know you had all that under there. And it's
All
like
that
some,
packing.
like because sometimes like they wear a dress and you can see that a little bit, and then sometimes you meet some of these young ladies and they're like wearing like a coat, whatever, or they're all really bundled, and then like just being the good person, like hey, I'm raw, whatever, and at these events, and then you see them like I was like, well, damn, you're hiding all that,
That's how I
yeah.
feel. Like that's how I feel if I don't wear a bikini. Like I feel like my boobs, it makes them look like bad. You know, like if I just wear a normal shirt, I'm like, this is not doing it for me. Like I can't be seen. Like I like we
Mm.
something but you gotta be showing. Like
I want to just hang out in like a bralette and undies and call it a day.
mhm,
Like it
mhm.
doesn't have to be a bikini, it just has to be the shape slash size of a bikini and like leave it at that. Just
and
Yeah.
maybe just
and that's
make
and
it.
that's and that's and
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people just walk around my house naked.
yeah. I like to walk around naked.
Me too.
Maybe just a
That
pair of
was
undies,
me before this.
let my titties
You
breathe.
say what?
I was like, that was me before this.
No, I was joking with talking about Sarah, but
Oh,
literally
sorry.
we'd be sitting here watching anime, and then she just sitting there on her computer just topless, like yeah. It's like okay, it's random titties out everywhere. No, I love like I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
I feel you on your love for titties.
I
Yeah.
even do naked yoga while I'm just watching TV. I'll
Right?
just
Like I don't have clothes.
Mhm.
So
Not if we're alone. Like I'm like,
Isn't
I
it?
kind of wish like I could just be naked at the beach. Or like I know there's nude beaches, but like I'm not into that. Like I like to have bottoms on at least, but I wish it was like legal for like women to not wear a bra.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Like is
well,
that a normal pool?
I'm gonna
Well,
tell you this.
and not
I'm gonna tell
just
you
that,
this.
but for
It's
guys
some
to
states, it's
overreact.
some states that you are legal to be topless in, and
Really?
if they arrest you, you can sue them.
Oh.
Thank New
Because
York.
like New York, for example, it is
Mhm.
legal, and this is and the people someone and the city got sued because of this because they arrested two young ladies who were walking around topless. It
Hmm.
is legal for you to be topless in New York, and if they arrest you for it, you can sue them.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna tell
Just
you one thing.
random.
In Texas, I'd probably get thrown for life because they literally banned Pornhub. Like they have no tolerance here.
Yeah, they just banned. Well, they
Yeah.
didn't ban Pornhub. They banned the use of someone if you using the website without having an ID. So you have to prove like you are like 18 plus.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
I thought like that was the case, but like apparently specifically with Pornhub, like they like apparently like blocked the VPN for Texas because like I
okay,
so like yeah, so like it won't even let you log in anymore. But like with other websites, like I do streams on Chatterbait and I was live last night, it will let you log in and do what you need to do, but just not Pornhub because they blocked the VPN or something. I'm like, really? Like I need to be on here like to do stuff, you know? Like I have business
Yeah.
to do.
I don't use porn. I think it's like I don't know about how like do you watch movies in your own personal life? Like as
Oh,
far as
like porn?
other things in your personal life.
Not
See,
really.
I can't anymore because I
Yeah, me
know too many people in it. It's like if I've known you for a good 5 years, we've hung out, you've come to my barbecues and we shared bread. I can't watch you. If I know your mama maiden name, I I can't
Mhm.
watch it. It's like this like you one of the homies now. It's like, oh, I can't. No, I'm good.
for
And
real. I
I li
can't, I mean, I feel that, except for me, it's more of like because I be in the video, I feel like you can just tell when it's fake. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like you can
exactly.
tell. So it's just like, this is boring. Like I'm not trying to be mean, but like a lot of porn, it's just so boring to me because it's so repetitive. And then like just
Mhm.
knowing that it's like the typical four positions and doing this and doing that and like knowing the process of actually having to do it, you're like, wow, this is really boring. Like, you know what I mean? So like that's why
yeah,
I don't.
it's a beat by beat. Like no matter like depending on what genre it is, like if you watch Boy Girl,
Mhm.
it's meet up, kiss, blowjob, eat out,
Mhm.
sex,
Mhm.
position number two, sometimes position number three, and depending on if it's a facial or what they call it inside
Bye.
cream
Cream
pie
pie. Yeah.
is that scene and then it's done and it was then it was a face it was like oh thank you whatever and then unless it's like a kiddie scene or whatever it's like and then you got to say thank you step we don't like I'm sorry if someone is going to have sex with a step parent they're not going to say the whole time thanks stepdad thanks
Oh
step
God.
bro
Oh
thanks step
God.
sis thank you no they'll just say if a girl's with a dude named Charlie, thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you,
No.
Charlie.
Oh God.
And then if it's a girl, it's like, oh, thank you. Oh, yes, oh, kill that, Brenda. Yes, yes. Or oh yeah, oh God. No, they're not gonna say no.
Where are
They're not
you
gonna say
getting these
step.
names?
It's the
Oh
first
my
thing that popped in
God.
my head. It's the first thing that popped in my head. Brenda and Charlie. So, and I, I'm just saying.
But I mean, that is pretty true. That is kind of why I watch hentai, like any type of cartoon porn.
I
Like,
love, I
you don't
love, I don't know,
you're
anything
not just
hentai.
thinking about the facials, like
Mhm.
not facials, but like the actual like microaggressions of people and like their little cues. It's like you're not paying attention to that anymore because they don't have that, you know?
Right, because they're not real. I like hentai
Exactly. They're
porn.
not real.
Hentai porn is just like, because I don't know, maybe it's because I like anime. I don't know, but I feel you on that. Like, it's just better. It's just less boring to me. like when I
Mhm.
watch it.
Plus, you're able
Sometimes
to dive into the fantasy, you know?
Yeah.
for me, like I'm not the biggest hentai person, but there are certain ones that I have watched. But with the hentai, I can watch it, but I'm not going to, whatever to it because
Hmm.
it's the end of the day, it's still cartoons.
Right.
Mhm.
And like, and in my opinion, sometimes cartoons look too young, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to lead myself to a cartoon that someone looks like I'm 10. And I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, no, I feel
Um,
Yeah.
that.
but
I feel that.
there is one that I have seen that I really enjoy, and the
Yeah.
whole thing is they're just body switching. It's called body swap or something like that. And like
Mhm.
the thing is, they got trapped in this building, and then the entire time they're having sex, and like they're in different parts, whatever. So it's they could be up here having sex, and it's a girl and a dude. It could be two girls down here having sex, or someone by themselves. But then you switch bodies, so
Hmm.
you could be the dude in the girl body and someone else is in your body and they're penetrating you.
Oh. Is it
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
is it like one of those where like it's like kind of a game, or is it just like, or is it pre-recorded, or is it like a little
I know
game? 'Cause
you'll
I've
be
seen
No,
like
no, 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 they're like like a cloud came over the area
mhm.
and it made all of them just constantly switch bodies. Like their body, like their consciousness is going
Mhm.
in different bodies. So like it's literally a scene
Oh.
where like the dude is went inside of a young lady body, like the girl's body, and a girl is coming at him saying, "I know it's your inside there, and so since I can't do this to you in your body, I'm gonna do
Mhm.
this to you in another person's body
Oh my
who's somewhere
God.
else."
Oh my God.
I feel like that's a bit of a mind fuck, isn't it? Like, in a way, like, not in a bad way, but it's just like, it just has you thinking, like, okay, well, who am I gonna be next? Am I gonna be a guy? Am I gonna be a girl? Like,
Yeah, the thing is, it's like I'm sorry, like I believe that most people, if they were to switch bodies, they would like
out.
at least touch that body part, be like, oh, well, I got to see what this feels like from this perspective,
Mhm.
Right.
because
That is
I know what it feels like when I touch myself. But hold up,
let me
Right?
try something.
you say what?
Or if it's like, imagine if you're like body swapped with your crush. You're like, oh, I'm curious. Like, how
Oh
big is
shit.
it down there? Hmm. And then you figure out what they like, you know? So then when you switch back, you go on demon time, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
get in. No, but
But
like you gotta do that, but like where you switch like brains, so you know exactly what they're thinking, type shit.
yeah.
Like,
Ooh, that'd be insane.
I just remember the first time I watched it that I was like, I don't know how I feel about, seeing myself penetrate me in someone else's body.
mhm.
Because
Yeah.
I would feel a little weird. Be like, I'm getting someone's giving me dick and I'm in
A different
someone's,
body.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's kind of weird to think of, but I don't
I
know.
mean it's
Once you get
fantasy.
past that, it would be fun.
I mean, because at the end of the day, like, I mean, it would feel good, but because, if
Mhm.
if they know what they're doing, because, as like my name says, you don't know what you're anyway, anywho.
He's all distracted now thinking about porn.
No,
Like,
Yeah, he's like, fuck, I'm
no,
gonna watch this
no,
later.
we were talking about something else that we got back into the anime. So I do have a question for you. So who are your top five people who you have not worked with yet that you like, hey, you know what? If the time comes, I would like to work with them.
Um,
Who's your top five? You be male, female, TS, etc.
non-binary, whoever.
whoever.
Mhm.
I don't know, like to be honest. Like I know that's like a horrible answer, that's lame, but I feel like
That is not a lame answer
there's
because you
there's just
have
so many people. It's like
Yeah.
hard to, like just think like top five because I don't know them personal. So like, what if I meet them and I hate them or something? Like that has happened where it's
I
like
get
I'm like,
that.
oh, I'm so excited to work with this person, and like I'm pretty chill. Like I'll work with anybody, but like sometimes when you meet up with them and you're about to do the scene and then you just don't connect. So for
Mhm.
me, like I don't really have like a list of anyone. It's just more of like,
Respects.
when I get to set, how do we do? How does the scene turn out? Like how do we
Mhm.
mesh as like performers? You know what I mean?
So, how about this? What are the top five sexual fantasies that you would like to try out on set?
Ooh. Um, Probably for like the first one would be like a gangbang because I haven't, but I've heard that it's like overstimulating.
Yeah,
So
it can
it's
be.
scary.
It can
I'm
be.
like, oh God. Because I could see that, like being like, oh, I'm so excited because I get all this attention, and then 2 minutes later, I'm like, all right, one at a time, one at a time.
Well, I mean, like, also it depends on like from this is from what I've seen. It's like if you have a lot of people who are similar in length for that, whatever, it's probably a lot easier than from going from like having like a dread on set compared to someone who's a fourth of a dread, you know,
Right.
dread
Yeah, I
like,
can.
you know.
It's
And
all like,
everyone has to mesh well. I feel like that's the hardest part is
oh yeah,
not
definitely.
everyone has chemistry. And then once you multiply that by how like six people on set, you're just like, okay, I hope we can all get along.
Yeah, no, like sometimes like it is hard, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that, but like I feel like sometimes it is hard to like have on camera chemistry, or at least for me,
Mhm.
sometimes when I can tell the person like doesn't like me, you know? But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like that is such a weird feeling to have like on set. But like
Mhm.
again, my goal is like I'm just like I just want the scene to turn out great, like, and if we can work together, then whatever. You never have to talk to me again. Let's just do this, you know? But yeah, I could imagine with like the gangbangs. I always hear like the dudes being like, oh, like you just be sitting there like jerking your dick doing nothing.
I
Like,
feel like in general, I've been lucky enough where I've been like worried about this happening, be like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna be a lot of people on set. Like, I hope it turns out good. And then showing up and being like, wow, I really had nothing to worry about. Like, this is
right.
like those are the days that we strive for. And actually, this past year, I just did a essentially a reverse blow bang,
Hmm.
and it was 11 girls and one guy. And I was kind of like, oh,
Oh,
that's gonna be a lot of
oh,
girls, you know. I was like, I hope, like I hope they like me is really what it kind of boils down to. And then I showed up on set and then I was just like, we kind of all just like became friends really quick, like, oh hey, here, like this, these are my things that I like. What about you? And this and that. And it's just it all turned out really, really great. So
that
I
is
feel like
good.
that's one of the things is like showing up with a positive mindset, and kind of just not expecting everyone to like you, but just having that hope of like, you know what? At the end of the day, I just want to be able to say that I did my best and that I wasn't mean to anyone. And
Right.
if they don't like me, it's just chemistry, or something like that. It's just not taking anything personal and just accepting it for what it is.
Yeah, that's how I feel completely.
Mm-hmm.
Not take it personal, just
No,
show up, do
at
your best.
the end of the day, like you might think someone doesn't like you, but they're just so focused on like, just showing up, doing the job, and then leaving. And it's like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
like, oh God, I gotta have sex with Charlie today. Okay, let's go
Like
ahead.
whatever. I got groceries, I got kids to feed, like, let's do
Yeah,
it.
I got Alien to watch later today. That new My Hero Academia episode.
Yeah, like it's released. I gotta watch that 9 p.m. I'm busy.
Because, like, I feel like sometimes we are our own worst enemy, like just overthinking everything when you can just show up and just like let things flow and be like, you know what? fuck it. Like, I'm here. Let's have some fun. Let's get this done. Like, it does tend to be a routine of things. So you're just like, oh, I already know what to do. Let's knock this out. Let's get this.
Exactly. That's how I try to be because I'm like I understand like when you show up, no matter who you are, like to set, like you're on everybody else's time. Like you don't know what they got to do today. So like
Mhm.
let's just do a good job. Let's do it well. Let's, if there's like problems, let's solve it quickly and get it going. Like that's how I feel.
Exactly.
And like yeah, some people do get kind of offended like when you're all about business, but that's the
Hmm.
price of, working. You got to work.
That's so true.
So I have a question for you. Since I was watching all these videos that you were in when I was doing my research,
You're
you
real.
you 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 said a question, and like I was thinking the person was going to ask you the question, but they didn't ask you the question, and you
Mhm.
said you want someone to ask you this question. So, what is the weirdest story that you had that happened on a porn set?
Oh God.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The
you
weirdest
like
story
you
from the
you
porn
asked this where you
scene.
said, "Yeah, I want someone to ask me this question," and they didn't ask you, and I'm like, that was your prime time to say. So, Miss Selena, what is the weirdest story you have with a porn set?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. When did I say that? Holy shit. Like it must have like just happened. I might have like it was probably like the day before this some shit crazy shit happened. Now I'm like, wait, I gotta go back in time.
This was like 3 months ago. You said this. It was a 3 months
Oh
ago video.
God. I gotta go back in time.
No, it could be it could be
I know, I
anything.
know. But it wasn't on set, it was like after. But like it was my first scene ever that I ever did. And
Mhm.
like after we all went out to like dinner or something, and the guy I worked with, he got in a fight like with this guy, and then the police came, and like I was like, what is happening? Like
Oh my God.
he, like I was like, what? Like
Oh
it was
my
so funny. I
goodness.
was like, what is happening? But
He
yeah,
just
like
got a little rowdy.
yeah, they got a little crazy. I'm like, I don't even know. Like, and it was again, it was like my first video. Like I'm 18, bitch. I don't know these people. I'm like, I'm just trying to go at
Oh,
this point. Like I'm out of here. Like,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But still, like that, I'm sure that made it like so memorable as well. Like you came in with a bang.
especially if you're because I know about the time you started, and that means like you were still fresh in the, if you were still 18, you were still fresh in. So it's kind of like,
right.
oh my God, is this is what's going on?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, is this for real? Like,
Don't worry. I have 16 years of in this industry, and I've seen a lot worse than that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine.
So what about what was your best experience on set?
Best experience?
Hmm.
Um, well,
Or is
shit.
your favorite person that you worked with?
Favorite person I've worked with, I always say this, like, but Kyle Mason because he's just like he's so
Ooh,
nice.
yeah.
And he's just such a sweet person and like he's so easy to work with. Like he's chill. He knows like what to do on cam. Like he's just like reliable and like chill. And like if he's on the call sheet, you're gonna go and have a good scene. So
Mm-hmm.
he's definitely my favorite person. So like basically every scene I've done with him has been great.
Okay. And especially if you work with someone multiple times, it makes you
Right.
more comfortable with that person. You know, there's some people you do one scene with and you never see again. You're like, that scene was all right,
It'll do.
they could have raised my leg a little bit higher, but
Hmm.
they didn't. They could have licked a little bit to the right and not to the left. You gotta
Yeah.
they gotta have their, get some practice in.
Hmm.
Or they could have just not been a pillow prince.
Yeah, right.
Like that's happened every once in a while where I'm just like, can you like help me? Like I know I'm throwing it back, but you can thrust it
Yes.
up.
Yes, that is so true. Like I hate it when that happens, like especially because like and it's partly my fault because I don't go to the gym because I am just too lazy. Like I've been wanting to go to the gym, but I'm just like I can't do this right now. So like my stamina is not that great, but I try. So it's like when the dude don't be helping me, if I'm doing like I think it's like reverse or like the cowgirl when you're facing front and I'm have to be on my feet and bounce, I'm like, can you help me a
Yeah.
little? Like, get it in, like, So
I've, and the thing is, the reason and I find it funny that she brought that position up specifically because
Mhm.
earlier when I was talking about, we were talking about favorite position and stuff like that. That
Mhm.
is my favorite one. I just
Is
didn't
it?
say it, and now she's talking about how hard it is for ladies to do it, whatever. And I'm thinking about the same thing
He's
because
like, it's
if
so
we're
hard.
if we're in missionary, we're the ones doing all the work in that position because we
Yeah.
have to, keep our balance up. So we just not like are just not laying on you completely because some of our dudes don't realize how heavy we are. So we have to
Mhm.
hold ourselves on a hump. Just like y'all have to hold y'all like y'all gotta be in your little squat position and bounce.
Right.
So it's the same thing. So I understand completely, but it's kind of like, that's my favorite position, and I can I can understand how much work it is.
That's so funny
Mhm.
though. It's like
That is
it's
pretty
like
true.
favorite position is the one that I do the least amount of work.
I think that's the same thing for us. It's like because we don't have to work. We don't
Yeah.
really have to work and like if we're in cowgirl and like the same thing if y'all in missionary y'all just have, like and the thing is like when it comes to like doggy style whatever like y'all just have to make sure y'all don't fall all the way down whatever but if y'all do
Mhm.
we still have to be the one to hold you a little bit and then like do all the thrusting and stuff and it's like that's a lot of work.
Yeah, like that's work too. Like
That's why
shit.
Yeah.
that's why we sometimes you fit in sex you're all sweaty because it's
Hmm.
Let
F
me
the
sort
gym.
it out.
F the gym. We just did a.
Look, in my defense, my favorite isn't like the like basic missionary. It's the one with my legs all the way up in the air behind my
Yeah,
ear.
yeah,
And,
yeah, but like,
at that point, there's literally nothing I can do but lay there and take it and be
yeah,
like, shit.
Right? Like I'm here
yeah,
to take the
but
dick.
yeah,
Like
like with that position, they can just hold your legs down and like
Mhm.
and keep them that wide, or have
Exactly.
someone
I don't have
or
to
ha-
do anything.
or have someone behind you holding your legs down. So it's just like yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I mean, I can still squirt in Cowgirl, so at least that I have that going for me.
you're
I
like, I
can.
got that. Like I wish I could squirt. Like I do squirt, but it's like every time I'm on set, like I just like I don't know if it like it's definitely a mental thing because I'll be like, don't do it. Like I'll tell my brain, I'm like, don't squirt. So I don't.
Yeah.
But I probably will
Well, on
still.
set, they don't always want you to squirt, and that's the thing.
Uh,
It's like I feel like I low key almost got like scared out of squirting type of thing because I did it one time where I squirted on set. Like they didn't ask me to, they didn't ask me not to, but when I come, I generally like not always, but I generally squirt if it's feeling really good.
mhm.
So I did it with somebody, and like right as I was done squirting, he like I was literally like in the middle of squirting and he cut and he was like, "Hey, like what the fuck? I didn't ask you to squirt this and that. This wasn't a squirt scene." And I was like, just wanted to come.
What?
I was
Damn,
like
fuck
it felt so
him. Like
good and then it like
What?
killed my orgasm. I was like, okay.
he's like mad that you actually came. Wow.
I said
Yeah.
this I said this before in like my years upon years of recording people have sex. I have
Mhm.
never been on a set when someone squirted.
Yeah, so far he hasn't, not yet. I I feel like I'm hoping I can be the one to pop that cherry, you know?
Off the squirt cherry.
That
But
make
still, I only squirt in certain situations, usually like in my personal life, and then when I'm doing it like a solo, doing it myself, or I'm producing my own content. Because other than that, I'm like, I don't know if you guys want me to do it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just not. Like I'll squirt if I use those crazy like clit rubber things
Mhm.
every time, like or
Mm,
if I get fingered, but I like for me, like if I get like if it's a scene with like intense fingering, like I'm gonna squirt, like regardless.
yeah.
Like your body's just like, what the fuck? Yes, like when it's that good, I'm like, yeah, like we're
Mhm.
squirting. Other than that, like I
Mhm.
just don't.
For real. That fingering that has your eyes rolling back like this.
Yes, I'm like, pain.
For real. But still, that's why I just wait for them to tell me if they want me to squirt or not, you know? Like,
Mhm.
although I'll always stay hydrated for a scene, but it's just like, I just don't let myself squirt unless that's what they're asking for.
Yeah, like you're like, oh,
Yeah, I just hold it in, you know?
like hold my foot in.
I mean, but it's like sometimes like y'all can't help it because I mean it's kind of the male's fault and her fault because he shouldn't they should have been or the females depending what's going on they should have been doing it so good.
Yeah,
Right?
like,
Exactly. It's their fault. They did it good. And it's just like,
like,
Like
damn.
you figured out the secret to my vagina and it just
mhm,
came
bro
out.
code. For real.
Yeah,
But
also like after you come and then it's like you still have to do like the rest of the scene. It's like, can I just take a quick nap? Like,
yeah, after you come, you're just like, oh, I just want to relax
yeah,
now.
right. Like
Yeah.
I feel like not being able to walk. Like my legs are like, yo.
It's
Jello.
like someone cuddle me and feed me, please.
Yeah, right. That is
For
so
real. Mhm.
I do have a side question. This goes back to like, random stuff. So you draw or is it just you like to just draw for yourself or
Well, I used to, when I was like 16, I wanted to be a tattoo artist, so I would practice making designs and like drawing my own characters. So I used to have like a whole book of like these characters I would make up, and I would draw all kinds of shit. And then I was like, oh, tattooing is way too hard because I actually started doing it, and I was like, wow, this is not my for me. So I honestly don't draw that much anymore.
okay.
But like, I don't know, it's just like art is so hard to be confident in, to like show people because you never know if they're gonna like it. But yeah,
Oh,
I
I get that.
I
I
mean,
get that.
do you have any tattoos? I haven't looked at your
Oh,
entire
yeah, I
body.
only have the ones I did myself, which is like this one,
Okay.
and then I have one on my ankle. But they're all simple line drawings because
Hmm.
I bought me a tattoo machine, like an actual machine, and I was like, well, I gotta practice on somebody, practice on myself.
I mean,
So,
you could have, and and I say this weirdly, but like you could find some random person be like, "Hey, I would love for you to tattoo me, Miss Selena. I don't care how it turns out. It's
I don't
just
care how
like
it turns out. I'm not, dude. When I go to my first convention, I'm gonna just bring that shit with me and be like, I'm gonna give people tattoos for
Oh my
$100.
gosh.
you know
Actually, that
what?
brings me back. In Chicago, during Exotica, that actually happened one time.
Really?
So the convention center there has basically they have two separate conventions in the same building. And basically on the first floor was actually a tattoo convention, and then upstairs was Exotica.
Hmm.
So a lot of porn stars actually went downstairs and were getting like free tattoos and stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Oh,
tats.
apparently
Yeah.
Catwoman was even there.
I need at least one more before I say I'm done. So I have four tattoos now.
Hmm.
And I've got none. I'm a tattoo virgin.
Oh, you are? No, no
Mhm.
tats.
Nope.
Honestly, that's how the porn people like it. Like, I even feel bad about having the tiny ones I have. I'm like, wow, I shouldn't have done that.
Well, the thing is,
I
like
get it.
yours are small enough to cover. Like
Hmm.
there's not too much makeup. And then like it sucks, but it is true. Like because you look younger, you look, younger.
Hmm.
They can put you in a category of like, oh, I just turned 18, or today's my 18th birthday, and
Right.
having
Yeah,
tattoos is kind of like, mm,
Even though, like, at my school, everyone has a sleeve. Like, at 15, they're like, bitch, I got 19 tattoos covered. Like, honestly, like, I mean, in today's day, like, people under, like, as long as you got, your mom's signature or whatever, like, you're good. I think it's like the age is like 14 or something. Like, most people at my school, like, they had tattoos before 18, which is
that's
crazy.
insane.
the
Yeah.
only thing I had at 18 was my left ear pierced.
That's
I
as
got my
crazy as you got.
I got my right
Right.
ear pierced after I turned 18.
Hmm.
Like, but and I had them both pierced for a while, and now they're probably closed. I didn't get my first tattoo till I was 19.
I was
So
like
I'm
a
20.
good girl. I didn't do any of that. Like, I didn't do anything too crazy. I just went to school, went to work, and then went home.
I feel like you would look so good with like a septum piercing. Like
Ooh.
I feel like that would match you so good. Like
Ooh.
like those like gold, like really pretty like gold ones with like the crystals. Like I feel like you would totally pull that off.
Ooh, I'll try one of those fake ones and we'll see.
Yeah, like yeah, you got to get one of those fake ones and see how it looks.
Yeah, because you
Exactly.
don't want to get it and be like, oh my God, what the hell did I just do to my
What the
body?
fuck?
Right?
Ah.
Exactly.
It's like now I gotta find Selena and say, see,
Mhm.
Selena.
Now I gotta beat Selena's ass.
Right, exactly. Plus, I could actually, I could technically get dropped from the agency if I do anything too crazy, as far as like changing my hair or like getting tattoos or piercings, because I have
Hmm.
a whole like Latina next door vibe, you know?
Right. That's why I'm scared because like my hair isn't even black. Like my hair is blonde naturally, actually. And I kind of like want to stop dyeing it black, but I'm like, well, it's so hard to like change my hair color, and then also like I'm already known for having this hair color.
Mm-hmm.
You just like
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
thought like looking at all your pictures, I naturally thought you were that was your natural hair color.
Me
yeah.
too. Me too. I feel like a good way to do it would be to like slowly lighten it, like start off with like ombre, turn that into like a balayage, and then slowly add more highlights until eventually you get it like, like blonde or wherever you
How often do you dye your hair?
Um, I haven't dyed it in like since like April.
Oh, so your hair stays okay. No, because some people hair like the dye goes quickly. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was about to say like, well, if you dye it like once a month, whatever, you can set. I tell your agent, hey, I want to have my regular hair color for about a week
Mhm.
and a half, and so you can tell anybody who wants to book me, I'll be in my natural hair color, and they can get a different look to me, you know. But
Right.
your hair, your
Yeah,
hair
no,
doesn't.
and my
Yeah.
hair comes out so slow that it's like I literally cut my hair when I was like I dyed it. It's been about a year and a half. When I turned 18, I was like, "Fuck you, mom! I'm cutting my hair." So I cut it so fucking short, almost like just so short, and then I
Mhm.
got it black. And then this is how long it is today, a year and a half later. It's only to here, and um, I went like 8 months without dyeing it one time, and it was still
Mhm.
black. I'm like,
Oh my God.
See,
Oh, so you use the permanent dye? No.
yeah. Like I just box dye. Like I don't go to the hair people. I just box
Yeah.
dye it. It stays there. I'm like, damn, it's too
See.
good.
so I went to a hair person, and this when my hair was really short, and I
Hmm.
dyed it blonde, and now it looks like a golden brown thingy. Like all my tips are like golden brown, and I haven't touched a dye thingy since 2016, and
Jesus
like,
Christ.
and I don't have like my hair isn't in this right now, but when it's down, Sarah can tell you like
Mhm.
about that much of my hair is just like the tips are all
Mhm.
golden brown. And it's
Right.
like, and I'm like, I don't touch them anymore. And it just stays that color. It's not
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
can get that.
I wish I knew that before because I'm like, you like when you like, especially when you dye it dark or light or whatever, like it's just like
Mhm.
it will just be there until you cut it off. So unless I
Yep.
go bald, like it's gonna be here, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm not cutting like I can cut my tips, but I'm not cutting my hair. Like
Right. Like,
Mhm.
that's like cutting off my penis at this point. It's not, this my hair is a part of me. I can
Yeah,
yeah.
lose
his
my
hair
hair
is up to
eventually.
his waist now.
It
Oh
goes
my
past
God.
like when it's not like right now it's braided
Hmm.
and
Mhm.
it's in dreads too. So like when the dreads are like not curly from me taking it down, it goes like about what do they call
Mhm.
what do they call this area? Like the area where your groin is.
Small of your
That
back right here.
no, it goes past that when you really stretch it out.
Yeah, but it's like down to the ass.
So it goes
Yeah.
past. it goes to where like that little curvature of your legs, the thing that separates the leg, that area,
Mhm.
it goes past that.
Oh my God,
So that's when it's like if you like
One.
actually stretch it out.
that's
So,
insane. Holy shit. Yeah,
but that's
never.
but that's why I keep it in this and I keep it braided because like when it's down, like I reach in a drawer and I close the drawer and my hair is inside of it, and
Oh,
it's like oh my God, come on
no.
So
now.
bad.
It gets annoying. And then like yeah, when you try to sleep and you try to, like you raise just like, you put your arm down to raise yourself up to get out of
Mhm.
bed and your hand is on your arm, I mean, on your hair and you're pulling your hair. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have that problem.
See, like
My
I,
hair's getting long. I'm actually not sure where it's at right now. Yeah, it's right here.
That's where
yes,
I want my hair to be, like that long.
Hmm. Because when I had cut it, I had it down to a bob.
Me too.
I've been growing it out since 2015, 2016.
Why does hair take this long to grow? Like it's such a scam. Like some
well,
people be like, "Oh, my hair is down to my ass after 6 months." Like, girl. And I do try to put in some hair growth shit, but I feel like I just forget. And then I'm like, whatever.
well, I know like if you don't use hair growth, it's like one, the area that you're in. So
Hmm.
like colder areas, sometimes it seems to grow a little faster. Hotter areas, you're sweating a lot more, so the growth isn't really there. And it really, I think that's an effect. Then it's like, of course, your family history and then
Hmm.
your ethnicity. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
this is just your natural hair, not if you add stuff to it, but your ethnicity have a big has a big thing on it. So it's so
Hmm.
many factors, but like I just use spray and like coconut oil or tea oil and
Hmm.
just put it in my hair. And I know when I wash my hair, they use uh what is it? It's something that smells weird and they use to wash my hair. Can't think of it. Think of it in a second. And so it like that just makes sure my hair keeps the nutrients.
Hmm.
Nice. What is it like some apple cider vinegar stuff or what?
Thank you. That's it. Vinegar.
Oh,
Jesus
I know what I
Christ. I'm like, that's what smells weird. What is the name of that? Apple cider vinegar. And they just use it to wash my hair so it gets inside of like all the stuff and it makes sure it doesn't smell because of course dreads. So
mean. Hmm.
Yeah.
It goes in and actually cancels out all the bacteria and stuff like that, I guess.
so question, do you still like
Fine.
doing my research? Do you still do music or was that just something like you were just saying? I do
Oh,
music.
me. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I want to be okay, like when I was in eighth grade.
I keep I keep going like I keep making statements and he keeps saying like yeah back when I was 16
I know, it's like,
back when I was eighth grade so I'm like oh my God how much research did you do?
well,
Right?
the thing about it
Exactly.
is like when they ask me the questions like for like the porn, I'll be like, "Oh, I do this, but it's really I used to, but now we do porn." You know what I mean? But like you can't say that.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But basically, this was like 2019, but like they made like the freshman or like freestyle, whatever it's called, like the triple XL or some shit, whatever it's called, freestyle, and it had Megan the Stallion in it, and I was like, damn, like she's a bad bitch. Like I'm trying to be like her. And like I had
Hmm.
already liked that music, and I'm like, I'm gonna start making music. So I started making my own beats, and I would record all this stuff. Like I would do all these like little remixes and stuff. Like I was going in, and then when I was 17, like I used to know this other guy that also made music, but like we both like just felt like really insecure about that shit and like listening back like it was actually like pretty good like for someone that just does it on their phone like a lot of like I feel like artists that have really famous songs like I don't know I think like Steve Lacy made a song and it was on like GarageBand or something and you would have no clue because it just sounds normal and I'm like I
Yeah.
go back and I listen and I'm like girl like it sounds pretty good but like I probably wouldn't go back into music, but it was something that I really liked for like basically my whole teenager life. And then when I turned 18, I was like, porn OnlyFans.
I'm gonna tell
So
you this.
You're like,
You'll
time to
be
grow up.
you'll be surprised at how many people in the adult industry do that also, just like perform somewhere or sing somewhere, because
mhm,
I miss this little thing that they used to do called porn star karaoke. They don't do it anymore, and I think COVID killed it. But oh
Hmm.
my God, some of the vocals that some of the performers used to have, I won't say used to have, like some of the vocals that they have, it's like, well, damn, like I don't want to go up there now. Like that's Jesus.
like this is a
Like
competition? Like I thought this was all chill jokes, you know?
Like, geez, no, because like, and I'm gonna name drop. Mika Tan has a fantastic voice. Lucky
Mhm.
Star, like some people
Hmm.
don't like Bobby Adore because I'm like, there are a lot of people who can sing, and it's like,
Hmm.
damn,
I'm like, what is this? High School Musical? Am I the only one that can sing? Like, come on.
Like what is why can everyone
Yeah,
sing? Yeah.
exactly. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just sit down here and drink my drink, you know?
Okay, like mind my business. Like we ain't even gonna compete.
Exactly.
yes. But yeah, that's one thing I do, but because it was a lot of fun to hear people, to sing. So if they
Yeah.
ever do like concert karaoke again, I need you to show up and just say, you know what? I don't do this anymore. However, you about to get some Selena Imai really quick. And
Okay. Like this is a song I wrote 4 years ago.
yeah.
Let's get it.
No, it's karaoke, so you can do whatever songs you
Oh
want.
yeah, yeah, it's
You could
karaoke.
go out there and sing like no, there's some who do their own music like, and they're
Hmm.
saying and it sounds really good. And I mean, you can go up there and say, okay, I'm gonna sing a oldie, but a goodie, and go up
Hmm.
there and sing something random. But you just made me feel really old a second ago, and I clutched my heart, and I realized again, like you say again, you were born in 2004, and I realized in like 2004, I was in college,
Damn.
so like
Yeah, it's like damn.
damn, oh
You
four.
were
Yeah.
saying like uh she was saying like middle school, like what were you saying, freaking 2019 or something? And
Yeah, I was in 8th grade.
I was like, damn, by that time I was already in and out of the military. Like,
Damn.
yeah.
I,
Yeah, it's crazy.
I graduated college in 2016, so that shows how old I am. Oh my God. Thank you, Miss Selena. I appreciate it. I keep reading my notes and thinking
Mhm.
how like I don't know if you do your own if you just do random content or stuff, but there's so many ways you could use your name and where you got it from in so many different ways because
Mhm.
just Cosmo Imai is the king of stranglers.
Mhm.
You could say that your hoo-ha, strangles all the dicks that go inside of there, and
Yeah, true.
they just can't
Oh
help.
my God.
They just can't help but to throw up as far as coming whatever because it's so
Yeah.
tight down. It's so tight down there. So
It
you're
has a
so,
power grip.
yeah, so yeah.
Strangles that
You're
kind.
put like in the reason you had to use Imani because it is the queen, the you're a lady, the queen of strangling because your hoo-ha, strangles everything that goes inside of it, and it can't help but enjoy it. So because it's so
Oh
tight,
yeah.
so you got to use that now,
Exactly.
and like and because my notes are like right here, it's like I have to tell her that because
Missed
it's
opportunity.
huh.
Right.
I said missed opportunity.
No, no,
You gotta
no. You can
now,
use,
take advantage.
you can use it
You
any
still
way you want to.
can.
You can like this is like if you go out right now and say, you know what, I'm grabbing. You said the gentleman earlier. So if y'all do a content thing one day and y'all want to title it, uh,
Mhm.
Selena Imai, Queen, Queen of Stranglers, and you just like because this pussy strangles everything,
Mhm.
and it's just like ah. So
See, the rough thing is, I'm not even sure we can use the word strangle.
true,
What? Really? Oh,
Yeah,
like
because of like Visa and MasterCard, like that whole thing, like you can't use the
oh
word.
yeah.
So even
Yeah,
if we're
I
not
kind of heard
talking
about
about
that.
it in that context, we just can't use that word.
well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
Hmm.
King of Queen of Tightness.
Queen of something. We'll figure
Right?
something
Exactly. Like
we're trying
we gotta get creative, you
Yeah, we gotta
know?
get creative here. We gotta get on Google and get like the
Yeah.
synonyms
I
for
dang
Exactly. That's what I
I
always
dang
do.
near going from that to talking about our sponsor later is a perfect segue, but we're gonna do that later.
Oh my.
Anyway, anyway,
See, another thing I had in mind was like because Selena, like even though it's spelled like differently, I feel like you could still like cosplay as Selena, and especially
I think
since
it's spelled the
you like
same way.
music, especially
Oh,
since you
Selena,
like
okay.
Selena.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I feel like since you like music, you can have a little microphone and stuff. Maybe even sing to your fans a little bit.
mhm.
Yeah, if you're in
I guess
Texas, so
I did.
they'll love you even more.
The Texas people.
Ha, exactly. Come on.
True.
She's from what was it? It's either Corpus or Galveston. Or because I think she was either born in Corpus and raised in Galveston or vice versa.
What area is that?
In Texas.
Oh, me not knowing. I only be knowing I live in Lakeway, so like I only be knowing this suburb because I'm like near Austin, but like in the suburbs. I only
Mhm.
know like the surroundings and then I know all the big cities, but it's like Texas is so
Mhm.
huge that I'm like,
So
I don't
many
even know.
so many
Like,
folks are in Austin right now. It's crazy. No,
yeah.
because I don't know I'll tell you off camera, but there's like two performers that I know that live in Austin, and one other one's from there, and they all
Mhm.
go there just to meet up. Like they just went to the anime convention or something like that in
Oh
Austin.
my
Like
God, they have that here? What the fuck?
yeah, that was
No, we
like
have them everywhere.
it was
Oh
They
my
like
God, I didn't know this
not
shit. This is
always
like
in the
a
same
secret. I didn't.
it was like 2 weeks ago. It was in the
Oh my
Austin.
God, what the fuck? I mean, I
Yeah,
was here 2 weeks ago, but still, like,
it's one here in 2 weeks.
oh shit, in California.
I mean, no, like one I just talked about you was the one in Austin. It was
Hmm.
the Austin Comic Con event that was 2 weeks ago in Austin. In
Hmm.
California, is going to be one the first week of July, and it's the LA Comic Con or
way.
LA Comic Convention or Anime
God,
Convention.
I love that.
And
Wait,
I need to go to
I'll
that.
be there that week.
I know you'll be here that week, but I didn't bring it up
Yay.
because the only day that the person said they would want to go was the first day. And I said, well, I got to make sure Sarah doesn't work, you know.
You can
And
take
the only one I've been to like regularly was one in Florida, which is the Florida SuperCon. And
Mhm.
that was a lot of fun because you see people in all these costumes and like some you recognize because I don't like, I'll say again, like you probably have a long list of animes that you enjoy, and I
Mhm.
have mine. And there's one anime when I first started watching it, I saw someone wearing it, and I'm like, I'm sorry. And like they don't mind you asking for pictures. I always ask, can I take your picture? And it was just like they got the costume 100% like right, and it was so good. And it's called Chamoya, A World Where Dirty Jokes Don't Exist. And
Oh.
one is one character that basically like throws out porn everywhere because they're not allowed to talk about porn. And the thing is, she talks all sexual, and she knows exactly when, like the collar, like if you talk about sex, the collar picks it up, and you
Mhm.
go to jail
Ooh.
because it doesn't exist. You can't talk about it. And so, she knows exactly when you can't, when you can talk about it. And she uses those, like, I think it's like 30 seconds a day to say
Mhm.
all the sexual stuff she wants. But in the meantime, she puts underwear over her face and like wears a costume and then just throws out porn and porno mags and all this stuff everywhere. And then like in the very first episode, she finds a dude who joins her. I'm sorry. Finds a dude who like joins her and does the same stuff that she does. But I
Mhm.
saw someone wearing her costume, and I'm like, "That's awesome!"
Yeah.
And like,
I
I got all
love it
hyped.
when the cosplays are like accurate. Like when people, especially when they look like the character already, like all they gotta do is throw on, whatever. Like I saw
Mm.
this dude on Instagram and like the anime I brought up earlier, Ninja Kamui, like the main character, he wears like this devil mask.
Mhm.
And I saw this dude on Instagram, and I'm like, you look just like that guy. But the only reason he looks just like him is because he has like a buff body with black hair that's like a little shorter. I'm like, you don't even need to cosplay, just put a mask on. Like, so like I know what you mean. Like when you see people out in public that got the cosplay correct, or like even more so when they you can tell like or like if they make their own costumes, like they put a lot of effort into it. Like
Mhm.
they're like a true fan, you know?
I think
Yeah, for
I think
real.
another one I see that the person just killed it was this older gentleman. Like, and the thing is, it wasn't from an anime; it's from a movie. Like, you seen Jurassic Park, right? The original? No, she's never seen Jurassic Park. Okay.
I've seen the one that's like newer where they're in the thing, the glass ball and it breaks.
That's
Like,
like Jurassic World or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
something.
But the very, very first one, it is an older gentleman. He was the one who created Jurassic Park. He's the one that says the legendary line, "Welcome to Jurassic Park." That's him. Anyway, someone dressed like him, and it looked just like it was that man. And I'm like, that is so great.
That's
So
freaking
I'm sorry. I just love that type of environment, even if I'm not dressed up. And I know my friend who's just text me. Uh, they have all these ideas of what they want to wear to the one in LA. And
Hmm.
they've been trying to recruit people like, let's go to the anime expo. And I'm like,
Ooh,
you gotta ask everybody else.
Oh my God. I totally want to
I
go to
want
that.
to go.
I want
I
to go
gotta
to
look through my outfits, see what I have, because I know I have like Chun-Li. I got like a slave layup. That one's too not safe for work. So I'm thinking, trying to have something still like safe for work cosplay.
Chun-Li's badass. Does it come with
Mhm.
like a little skirt that she
Mhm.
has?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the one piece.
Yes, like I have the same costume. I love her with the little
Mhm.
like hair things.
Mhm.
I love Chun-Li.
I love
I'm
doing.
like, do you play video games?
Yeah.
What do you play?
Um, well, Street Fighters for one, since we're on the topic,
Okay.
and then I
That's why
play,
that's why I thought about
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
it.
I play Tekken, I play GTA. I used to play like Call of Duty occasionally, not
Mhm.
anymore, but I like, shooter games, but of like all kinds, like Resident Evil 4, badass, like,
I
you
love
know,
that.
yeah, I love fighting games though, like mostly
Mhm.
See, I'm not the biggest
action.
FPS fan, and I don't play like Tekken and stuff as much as I used to, but I do play MOBAs. Because I
Mhm.
know, and this goes back to the cosplay thing. A lot of people wore a lot of League of Legends cosplays, and I recognize them all. I did see, however, someone dress up as what's the cop from Tekken? Um,
Oh, I
Mm,
forgot.
I forgot the
it
name
was
too.
it was this buff dude that was wearing like the cop outfit that showed a little bit of their muscles, and I'm like, okay, you killed that cosplay.
You
I didn't
killed
take
that shit. Like,
Mhm.
not
I
gonna lie, sir, you killed that.
I ain't take his picture because I feel a little bit intimidated because
I feel
because
a little
like
scary, but
I know I got my little flubber under here. I can't. I have a wish I could do a six pack. And like he had like the entire like the 13 thing going on, like the 14 abs going on, and like I'm
oh,
like I can't. I mean I'm exaggerating. I mean like he was really he
I
had
believe
like
you though. Like,
yeah,
where you're just like shook. You're
he
like, this
had the he
A
had the, but
lot
he
more
had the more than six pack. He had the like where it kept going and going. Like
Mhm.
you stab him and the blade would turn. Like
Yeah.
the abs were like that. And I'm like, you know what? I would say you have a good cosplay. I'm not gonna take your picture though because I don't want to look at that and say, damn. I can't get that body. Can't get a figure like that. It's not going to happen in this lifetime. Not next lifetime either. But damn, okay, good work.
Like, I
Oh my
respect it.
God.
I
I
Right?
respect
respect.
the
I
physique.
respect it.
Respect
Oh
the
God.
hustle.
No,
That's me. When I see
Mm,
a big titty, fat ass, skinny waist, that's me. I'm like, that's never gonna happen to me, but I respect it. Good.
right? Gotta worship it. You're like, oh, please. Yes. Big booty, big
Yeah, there,
curves.
there there are a lot of performers that I've seen like damn, they have a real perfect figure.
Hmm.
And like
Mhm.
the thing is,
Like natural.
you don't want to feel creepy about like saying it, but it's like that is a real nice figure. And
Yes, but like, you
I
can't
know
just
you
say
put in
that
the
to
work.
random people.
Yeah. And it's like
For
the thing
real.
is, and if I know them, it's like it makes it worse sometimes because like it makes it seem like I'm trying to have sexual relations with them. And it's not just like, damn, you look good, you know? And that's the
Yeah.
most you can say. It's like, you look good right now. And I like that. Great picture, whatever. And you can't say that in person's like, yeah, I just want to tell you, you look really good right now.
You have really nice titties.
Oh my
Sorry.
God. Your titty is on point. Like that. The sun is glistening off your titties right now. The sweat on your titties. Damn. I
It's
The
can't
way
like
I
say
would
not
say it, the
conventional.
way I would say it is like, I just want to eat you like a cupcake. That's what I usually try to say is like,
See, you can say
I just
that.
wanted to respectfully say, you look so yummy.
See, you can say that, but if my old goofy looking
Edible.
self walk up to a girl with this band-aid on my nose. Yeah,
Hmm.
man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to tell you I seen your titty today and it looks absolutely
Whisper something to
scrumptious.
you.
It's absolutely scrumptious.
Please.
Don't you
No,
forget about
honestly,
me now.
I accept compliments from everybody. Like, I'm like, shit, I'll take it. I love that. I'm like, come up to
What
me.
I'm like, yes, thank you.
when I
Yes, listen, like, I don't even care if it's a girl or
when
not. I'm
like
like, thank
the
you.
thing is I can see like you look like some don't like would accept them all, but it's like coming from some male's perspective, it's like if
Mhm.
we say something and it seems like too too sexual, whatever, it might be conceived as more than just a compliment. It can be conceived as like if I say,
I
Selena,
get it too.
like I first saw you at the XRCO Awards, and that
Mhm.
outfit you were wearing was on point. I could say that. But if I said to you, Selena, I saw you at that XRC Awards, and I just wanted to just say like, oh damn, and that might be a little bit too much, you know?
Right.
That's
Like,
true.
you gotta see what the vibe is, like throw a little
Yeah.
something out there for the bait. Like,
And then especially if I don't know who you like this is the like I think I said hello to you at the XRC Awards, but I didn't sit back and have a full on conversation with you. And like
right.
I think I'm trying to remember. I think did you have a purse? Did I hold your purse? I held so many purses on that red carpet that I forget who all I held, or I had to come back and say, "Hey, come back and pose like this for me," or pose for me really quick because I was the very last person. But anyway, I remember at least talking to you, and you walked away. You probably said, "Okay." It was just I went through that list of pictures that I may never see again. You know,
Yep.
was it your first award show? Or did you go to
Um,
AVN?
it was my second awards because I went to the XBiz in January. It was like my
Okay.
first 2 weeks in the industry, and I went there and I was like, oh, nice. But I didn't go to AVNs or anything.
Okay.
Were you at X3?
Um,
At the expo, at the actual convention,
That
right?
oh,
convention.
no. I
Okay.
haven't been to any conventions like at all
Okay.
yet.
No, because like I didn't go to the award show and I forget why.
Mhm.
It was something
You
going
have to
on.
you have to pick up someone
Oh,
at
I had
the
to pick up
airport.
somebody at the airport. Yeah, so
Mhm.
I couldn't go to the award
The
show,
actual
but I was at X3 taking pictures of people.
Mhm.
Um yeah, and I've never been to AVN. Never in my
oh,
life.
not yet.
And it's I people say that it's like you've been around for 16 years. I'm like 16 years. And I've been nominated for awards. I've been nominated
Oh
for AVN and I've never
my
been.
God.
Like
They're
I'm
like,
telling you, maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll convince them to go.
yeah, like you gotta get your first one. At least go to one, just one time.
Hmm.
well, the thing
Go.
is like if I do go, I won't go as a photographer if I get nominated again.
Right.
Because like every time I'm nominated it's for this podcast,
Hmm.
for as far as AVN goes. and I've been nominated for another award show. This is my third nomination for that award show. So it's kind of like I can walk the red carpet. I don't gotta be at work. I can just say, hey,
Mhm. You be
this
like,
time.
that's
Like,
right. Let me be
oh,
the nominee. Mm, run
Like,
it.
so I know that next well you don't really do stripping, so you want to go to night moves. But the next one coming up is the XBiz Creator Awards and then Urban X. Are you going to any one of those? Nope.
no.
Okay.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I kind of only go like if my agent's like, we're going to this tonight, be ready at 7, type
Oh,
shit. So maybe I will. I don't know.
sometimes you just some you the whole thing is, and this is the whole thing with award shows and with all the other stuff. In my opinion, it's like even if like your agent sometimes don't tell you to go, you should just go to show up because like the directors are there and other people are there, and if they see you, like a lot of times they would just say, "Hey, I love your look. I really want
Right,
to get you on my set. Who do
right.
I contact?" And then you'll say, "Hey, I'm with you're with ETC, right?"
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with ETC, and yeah, just hit up them. I don't know who your direct person is. Just hit up them and say, "Hey, I need me some Imai. I need me some Imai." And they'll say, "Okay, let's get it together. Let's put
Let's
Imai on your
do it.
set somewhere." You know, and that's all these award shows are. It's just a
Yeah.
big mingle party. You know, because like we don't we I'm saying we like I'm a performer, y'all aren't in the same room all the time, you know. And
Mhm.
like some people might, and then even with doing this podcast and working with other award shows, wherever that I work with, whatever, it's like I don't know these people, and it's like
Right.
you meet somebody and they like could be in for 2 years and they have like 30K followers on Twitter, and you're like, I've never heard of this person, and then you Google
Yeah.
them, and then they have like a million scenes. It's kind of like,
Like,
where have
damn.
this? Yeah, and like you said, you've been there for 6 months, and so it's better to jump in front of the line now and say, look, I want to make sure you know I am here.
Right.
I
Like, I
am
exist.
I am a
Exactly.
beautiful woman. I am down for this, and this. And
Yep.
like you know what? People like what I do, you know. And don't you like and you wanna put this on a camera somewhere. You know you
Hmm.
do. You know you do.
Want
That's
this flash. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Exactly. You know you
because
want
you
this.
know you want it.
I'm trying to think, I'm trying to think where that's from. You know you want it, you know.
Exactly. Like it's definitely a great mingling opportunity for sure. And then another thing is the fact that you're never gonna look 100% like your photos, you know? So
Right.
this way they actually get to see you in person, see the real you.
Hmm.
Because I am like 100% sure that you're cute. You're cuter in person than in your pictures, you know? Because
Yeah.
your
I feel
pictures don't
that
do you
100%.
justice.
Yeah.
And you get
Like,
to actually express your personality. And I feel like that's one of the ways where they match you to your type of scene, you know? Like
yeah.
they kind of see who you are, how you like act off camera, and they're like, oh, I have a perfect idea for you, you know?
Yeah.
Something that really like that you can genuinely embody. And I feel like that's what
Man,
makes it so fun.
I'm
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
saying, I was just saying, you know, I'm sexy. I'm cute. I can
Mm-hmm.
be
Like,
popular to
that
boot.
girl.
I'm B word, great hair. Guys often love to stay. I'm sorry. Some of y'all might know that song, or I'm just old. It's from it
What
Not
was
song?
aging yourself with this one,
bring it
Robert.
on.
That one's
You, the cheerleading movie.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the opening song. He goes,
oh
"I'm
the name.
sexy. I'm sexy. I'm cute.
Oh.
I'm popular to boot."
Oh, the
Yeah,
chant.
great hair. Boys often love to stay.
Oh my god, of
I'm
course
pretty.
you
I
I'm
just like
hot.
start
I'm
playing that, do
everything.
like a whole dance for them. Like,
I'm pretty.
Roster, why do you know like verbatim? Like,
you
Because
why
know,
do you?
like the whole,
I have had that song in my head. I've had two songs in my head for the last last week, and
Oh
it's
God.
ringing. If you look at my Instagram story, I actually
Mhm,
posted the video of it just playing because, and then like if you watch the video at the very end of it,
mhm,
Chris Cock was coming over my home, and like I told him the door was open because I was recording this my TV, and you can see that man in the corner dancing to it from me like recorded on my TV, and I'm like, this song is stuck in my head.
mhm,
And
mhm.
it's the other ones are from like I don't know if you watch wrestling, but it was a wrestler's theme song that got stuck in my head also.
Those
So
be so like catchy for real.
Yeah.
like do you watch
For
it?
music, I'm like,
Yeah, it's like do you watch wrestling at all?
I used to watch WWE.
So
Interesting.
someone had posted a video of a wrestler who made his debut on WWE, and the
Mhm.
whole thing it's like call his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Then he just goes on clapping and it's just such a catchy damn song. And it's like I don't know who this guy is, but I actually retweeted it on my Twitter. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is, but I am a fan now.
I'm immediately in. I'm in.
Right?
He
Like
could be
I'm
the worst wrestler in the
Hendrix.
entire world, but that damn theme song made me a fan.
yeah, he got my vote.
It's like, okay, there's a man who knows how to entertain. Like
So
for
I do want to ask this. So before we, because we're going over, but Miss Selena, what do you have coming up that we should look forward to?
Oh, just like scenes to be released.
It could be things we release, something you want somebody to watch. No, this episode comes out not this coming Monday, but the next Monday after. And so
Okay.
you can say anything you want. You can say like, yeah, on July 14th, I got this video of me doing like cartwheels, and every time I hop down, it's on somebody else. You know, anything you
Okay.
have.
I got big plans. I got plans. Um, well, honestly, like for me, I'm just like look at my Twitter, I've done a lot of scenes that are, unreleased. I did my first scene with Brazzers like I don't know, like a month ago. So no, don't know where that's gonna be released, but soon, hopefully. And then I
Mhm.
had a bunch of new stuff with new bios coming out. I personally am trying to get my Pornhub up and running once I don't know, I'm probably gonna do it when I'm back in California because now I'm gonna have to get like a whole VPN and it's crap because again the Texas law and shit. But I'm gonna start posting on my Pornhub and being active, more active on my OnlyFans. I cam on Chatterbait at Tiny Selena. Um, every day almost I'll be on there, so subscribe to that. And yeah, all kinds of updates on my socials, but I'm definitely going to be a lot more active on social media, especially on OnlyFans customs and like all.
So everybody, you heard what you said though, right? He cams every day on Tiny and Selena. So that means that all y'all need to, take out your wallet,
Yep.
get a I don't know what Chatterbait does it, but buy tokens or coins or whatever they use, and just say, you know what, my goddess, here's your money, here's your tribute. Even if you're just
Mhm.
even if you're not watching, just go in there and say, you know what, I want you to know I see you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey, that's funny.
say it just like that. It's like I see you, and then just and then just drop your paycheck and then
Oh
leave.
God.
Have your paycheck.
Yeah,
Drop the whole check
your total
and
check.
you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah,
That's the dream.
lay kid, go to bed. Like I don't
yeah.
care.
And you
Mhm.
what's it? You're like just do it really quick, and she's like oh, she'll say oh really? Thank you, and you just say
Oh
and then
my
like
God.
when she's reacting, just say it's because I see you,
Yes.
and then just leave,
Yeah, and then
and
just
then
make it like smooth exit.
and then like smooth exit, and that's your ridge for the day. That's all you got to say. 'Cause I
Yes,
see.
that is like elite riz. Like I'm not gonna lie, if someone comes into my chat and they just drop like 2,000 tokens and they're like, all right, I'm bored. I'm like, okay, like, thank you.
Right?
So, like, very flattering. I'll take it, like huge
Mhm.
compliment, you know?
I love that.
Don't say you're bored. Just say, I just wanted to let you know I see you.
Yes.
Mhm.
They always say they're bored. I'm like, okay then, but thanks for the money though. I appreciate you.
I don't see how any one of y'all can be bored while watching her unless you want everything you want her to do for free.
Right? Right.
Yeah,
That's another thing about Chatterbait is
it happens
people
a
like
lot.
the reason I'm sitting here doing nothing is because you're not, I got a whole menu set up. You could do whatever you want. Like
Mhm.
it's like I'm a video game character. Like just press this and I'll do it, you know? Like
Yeah, like so you're
Exactly.
like you're like
yeah, I'm
in
invited
interesting,
to
yeah.
shit.
It's like the
I
Empress.
I got a dildo and a vibrator. I'm just like ready to go.
Selena, like hold on with that voice. Selena Imai.
Right?
Right.
Versus
Choose your
Sterilize.
fighter.
It's so real.
Yeah.
It's
It just
that
like
was me last night.
I can understand. I can understand if like you have a big goal, whatever, and then someone donated like 30, $40, whatever, and they're just sitting there waiting for people to donate more. But I hate the people who come in there and they donate like $1
Oh
and
my God, yeah.
expecting you to do a triple put something in all your holes at once for $1. It's like it doesn't
Literally.
work like that, you know? And like and like from what I understand, you haven't even done anal yet. So it's kind of
Nope.
like you want someone you want to meet to do in my booty hole, in my pussy, in my mouth for $1, and I haven't done it professional yet. You are
Okay.
out your good loving mind.
Oh yeah,
Well,
literally. I'm like,
like
excuse me,
recent
sir.
recently actually there was one dude that was just he was just commenting for free basically, and he just kept being like, so when are you gonna squirt? And I was like, well, if I squirt, it's gonna be a gold ticket show because you don't
Right?
looking for shit. So my thing is, if they hit my goal and I see that there's actually a group of them tipping, then I'll leave it on there for free, you know? But if I
Right.
see they're not doing anything and I'm trying to do something, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna turn this to a gold ticket show. That way you have to pay to
Right.
even come
You gotta pay
into.
something. Like that's
Yeah.
That's why
like
a lot
really,
like there's some people who go in there who just talk and don't even tip, but just
Mhm.
want you to
I
respond to them the
know.
entire time. And
I'm just
I
like,
know some girls do it because they're sitting there bored out of their mind and they just
yep.
answer, but they won't do anything sexual. But then there are
Mhm.
some who are would just say, okay, I want this person to tip. Here's a titty. Give me some money, And I wouldn't even give them the titty. No,
Yeah.
your titty, unless you have like your goal set up, your titty is worth more than $1. No, you don't
Oh
give them.
yeah.
You can give them cleavage. Here's cleavage. You can see the
I'm
top of the
like,
titty.
shit, I'm ready.
Right?
Like
Exactly.
you can see the
Like,
top of a
give
titty.
me some tip if I want to see more.
You can't see my nipple. My nipple costs money, which is weird too because like we us as dudes can see the entire titty and see nothing, but as soon as we see the nipple,
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like I don't.
That's so
instant hard
true.
on.
I mean, like it's like a bullseye, but it's kind of like you don't get that, and so
Mhm.
that's why I tell some people who don't normally can whatever, but I
Mhm.
also feel that some people do set their goals way too high when they know they don't have a lot of people coming in there. Because I've seen somebody set like a thousand goal just to get topless, and
Oh,
and you have two people in your chat on a regular basis.
girl, I gotta break the news to you, but this ain't gonna work.
I mean, and the thing is,
Exactly. Exactly. It's
I can see,
fine. Make it.
but if you had like 80 people in your chat, okay, I'm okay with that because it just shows like everybody participating in order to get you there. But if you have, low numbers and you want to get that reputation of saying, damn, you are, an amazing person, you got to build up that fan base,
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
it
Hell yeah.
sucks because I feel that so many people who do that deserve a lot more, and their body and their figure and who they are as a personality, whatever, deserve it. However, you have to build that up until you're there. When you're there, it's kind of like,
Mhm.
hey, this 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 is that elite crap. This is that elite.
Exactly.
Do you know who I am? My name is Selena Imai. That's my
That's
name.
what it means.
That's my name, and I strip all the dick. So you gotta pay to see.
I done made her start saying that now.
Exactly.
She's gonna walk around saying
Oh, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say
that.
it tonight when I go live later. I'm gonna say that,
Mhm.
and I will
Um,
You are fun.
credit. I'll give you like a copyright.
Oh God.
hey, it's like shout out to Rustar.
Okay.
Oh golly.
That'd be so awesome, though.
Okay. 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 So
Oh,
so what
my
are
pet's
your huh? So
my
we
pet's.
so I need to make sure that I do since we are getting toward the end, I do have to give a shout out to one of our sponsors.
Okay.
Really quick. Blossom is the trusted marketplace to promote your OnlyFans, your XBiz, your Twitter, all that stuff like that. If you want to expand your outlet and you want people to, share you around in a massive space, and you want to do it in a very cheap platform, and you want to, let people know where to find you and like how to promote yourself and to expand to a multiple amount of OnlyFans sellers. We're on there. Miss Sarah Lace is on there, and many other mainstream performers are on there. You can maximize your following, sell promos, buy promos, engage in more traffic and make sure that your name is getting out there, which is a good segue from what I just said. If you have two people watching you and you're like, damn, I want more people to watch me. Well,
Mm-hmm. You need that promo.
God,
I got you.
here's your opportunity because many of the people who are on there who mainly help promote you are in the top 2%, 1%, or top 0.05%. Um, and they give multiple different offers for you to expand. So we greatly recommend you use Blossom to reach your entire network for anything that you need to reach them for.
hell yeah. I don't know what Blossom is,
Exactly.
but fuck yeah.
So, I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's just a way to promote yourself. Like for example,
It's definitely a great way.
let's
People
say
use it.
you are like you have a promotion on there, and they say, "Well, damn, I want Selena to say I saw my content," and she can look at it and say, "Damn, you know what? Beverly, what's the Beverly? What's the Beverly I said earlier? Beverly and
Mhm,
Beverly,
Beverly.
yeah,
That's right.
I saw Beverly and Charlie do a good bukkake, and you know what? It was damn good. And that's all it is. And you just say it on the internet, I saw that and that was good. And that's all it is. I have no idea who Charlie and Beverly is. So
Charlie
if someone comes out of nowhere and say, "Yeah, Raw Star was talking about me when he was talking to Selena and Sarah, and he kept talking about Charlie, talking about my husband Charlie, and I'm Beverly," and like, no, I have no idea who you are, Charlie and Beverly. I just thought of those two
I'm just saying
names.
names. I don't know you.
Yeah, it's like
Not free
Mhm.
promo, okay?
yeah, I mean, like, hey, no, it's no free promo for you. I don't know who you are, but I know who Blossom is, and I know what Blossom does for other people, and I know that Selena is a woo. I'm gonna blow her name up in a
No.
like you see what she did in six
Woo.
months. See what she did in 6 months. Imagine what she's gonna be in a year from here from now. And
Mhm.
you know what? And you know what? There's like since she came in 2023. You know what that means? That means that AVN next year, that means she might get a nomination for, best newcomer because within that round. So when you see her in AVN in 2025 and you see her name that says, nominated for best newcomer, Selena Imai. And yes, I'm putting it out there out there. I don't know what this word is, in the atmosphere. So when everybody here is like, oh yeah, we need to make sure that she's up there because she's scrumming to
Hell
the
yeah.
yumptious. She's scrumming to the yumptious in there,
Mhm.
and everybody wants to eat her up in more ways in more ways than one. And they say, oh damn, there's her name right there. She's gonna come back to me in 6 months from now, December, and or whenever they announce in October. They're gonna be like, you know what, Raw? I got nominated. And be like, damn right. You know why? Because your pussy strangles all the dicks.
Because
You
it
know.
strangles the dick.
And she probably tastes like strawberry shortcake.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I smell like
Mhm.
a pixie flower garden. I don't know if that sounds appetizing.
Oh my God. I mean, why not? Like, I love floral scents, and I'm not sure what
Yes.
pussy, but I'm sure that pussy smells magical as fuck.
Magical spot, fairy dust flying out when I squirt and shit, strangling the dick. We get
Hmm. You squirt pixie dust?
I like go like when before I suck dick, I spit pixie dust all over.
Oh my
Hypnotized.
god. Imagine being your natural blonde and like cosplaying as Tinkerbell, and then when you
Oh my
can't
god,
squirt it,
yes!
like just squirt out glitter.
Yes. Oh my god.
Ideas.
I'll be
Okay,
up.
the ideas I have.
Hit me up in 2 years when my hair is blonde. When I be able to get the dye
Oh
out.
my God.
Right?
It'd be like that.
Roster is
That
just
that
rolling on the
that
floor
that
laughing over here.
that hot took. Spit on that thing, you know.
That's right. Gotta spit on
Oh
it.
God, y'all are hilarious. I'm sorry.
Oh my
So
god.
she's gonna talk about this podcast. Like, I don't know about that roller. He's a damn fool. And then realize this is this
Yeah,
is this is how I am every day.
Hmm.
I love it. I love it.
But as I say, we like to have fun on here. But
Y'all are so cool
please
though.
please tell everybody
Thank
where they can
you.
find you, subscribe to you, give you all the monies. And I was serious about giving her your paycheck. You only need one of those in a month. So you can give her the other one.
You can afford it. It's okay.
Hmm.
Well, that,
So go ahead and shout out all of your links, babe.
My links.
Hmm.
So Instagram is just Selina.imai. Twitter is Selina_imai. I also, this is a huge thing that I wish people paid attention to. I have a Throne wish list.
Hmm.
Throne is legit. I get every costume and everything that you buy on there. So check out my Throne wish list.
time
It's
out.
in my link tree, which is
Hold
in
up, time
all
out.
my bios.
Time out.
I,
Time out. Time out.
I'm
What
out.
costumes do you wear?
Ooh, I have a lot of cosplays actually. I
Oh,
actually
like that's
have
a
a
whole new
cosplay.
conversation.
Oh
I,
my
I,
god.
I want to know. This is
You're
this is
like
this
shit.
is
Like we gotta
hold
go
up, hold
in.
up. Like we're gonna rewind. Ignore our ending just now. I want to
Oh
know
my
this.
god.
Hold up, I want to know this. Go ahead.
So I try, like most of them I don't post, which I should, but it's like I have holy shit, I have Chun-Li, Cammy from Street Fighters. I have a bunch of cat like kitty cosplay costumes. I have a fox costume, I have a dog costume. I have the Pokemon characters. I have
Mm-hmm.
multiple
Squirtle?
Pokemons. I got Glaceon, I
I
got a
heard you say
bunch of
Squirtle.
Pikachu, I got Spider Woman, I got Batwoman, I got several Catwomans, like actual like the character. Fuck. I got oh my God, I have like so many, like I have so many.
And
But
she
yeah,
needs more, okay? So go buy some more off
I
of
need
her.
more. I always need more. I love cosplay, I love costumes. So people buy them, please buy them.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm doing
I'm gonna tell
this
you.
cosplay.
I'm gonna tell you the weirdness of what's in my search history when I actually do watch porn. I love to find like movies or scenes of people dressed up as certain characters
Mhm.
and sexing them, and
Cosplay.
I think I think people don't do it as much as they should. No, no, not. I mean, and the thing is, it doesn't have to be the most popular character because, like I said, I played League of Legends earlier. Like
Mhm.
I sat back and watched a scene of someone dressed, like two people dressed as League of Legends characters having sex with each other, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Or I seen the scene where like these two girls were fighting at like they were going into a convention and they both were dressed as darkly Dr. Harley Quinn, and they were like, no, I'm the best Quinn, I'm the best, and they were fighting and they ended up having sex. I like crap like that,
I
you know.
love
I
that.
did that as Velma
Yeah.
from
Oh my
Scooby Doo.
God.
I did that as Velma.
Oh my God, really? Oh my God, I
It
love
was me
that.
and another girl. Like we were like, Jinkies, you stole my glasses. It
I'm sorry.
was so much fun. We definitely have to do more of those.
Yeah,
Like
those
just
would be
in
fun.
general as an industry, I think that would make it so much fun if
It
Yeah,
makes
we
it so
were
and
all
I and
able
I
to.
and I the only thing that sucks is like, and I think and the thing is because I when I first got into the porn industry, there were a lot more parodies And now it's
Mhm.
like it's not as you don't see them as frequently. But when I came in, it was like every other week it was a new porn parody coming out, you know. And now it's not there as much. And I think because I got so
Mhm.
one, I can't watch those anymore because I know most of them personally. I've sat at their house and drank their Kool-Aid, and it's kind of like I can't watch them anymore. And I need more of people who do random stuff, and I think it's great.
Mhm.
But anyway, I'm sorry. Go back on your throne. Make sure you give her
Yes.
all your money for
Mhm.
thrones.
Our throne wish list. That's
Yes.
right.
I need people to be on that shit because it's so neglected. I feel like a homeless person outside begging for change when I'm like, hey guys, can you buy something off the wish list? Like that's how I feel because like one
Mm.
person will buy something in a month. I'm like,
Well,
I just feel good for y'all, you
I
know?
know
Like I just want a gift.
some people
These kitties are your gift. Where's mine?
I know some people like need to put it out, like they need to see that, hey, I'm trying to do this off my throne. Like,
Mhm.
so who can get this for me? Not saying like I'm begging, but like saying, hey, I want to wear this costume for this. Can you help me get this? And it's
Mm.
more of a chance that they'll actually buy it because they'll look to see how much it costs. And sometimes when they're there, they'll see what else is there, and they might say, "Oh, I can get this for her too."
Right.
And most time people have that incentive, like if you buy this costume, I'll send you a picture of me wearing it. And I'll
I do
Mm.
that. I do that. I do
Yeah.
send photos of me wearing it before I post. I'm like, hey, look, like I send them a video.
yeah.
Like,
And
Mhm.
so and then like it's that little incentive of saying, "Oh, I get first crack." That just sounds so nasty.
Where's
I get
crackhead?
I get a sneak peek of everything, you know?
Mhm. That's the
And
first
she
few.
made this video for me, you know. So, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead and finish your everything else.
oh,
I just got excited about your
oh
cosplay.
no, no, I get excited too about like cosplay and all that shit. Like I could talk forever about anime and shit. Like that's my main shit, you know?
That's why I
Yeah.
really want to know what else you watch, but I don't think we have enough time in a day because like
If you
literally
invite me back on here, we'll do a whole fucking thing, bro. Like I will tell you that shit.
Yeah.
because like honestly, people like Sarah included, everybody comes to my house.
Hmm.
We sit in my living room all night until 4 a.m. in the morning
Mhm.
watching anime.
Yeah,
Yes.
we
Someone
do.
and someone literally I said someone literally texted me during the podcast and asked me what I said, are we going to watch anime tonight? And there's like four animes that we are
They have to catch up on,
yeah.
or
So
you're working.
Hell yeah, we watching tonight.
I was gone for a month, and so we're
Mhm.
just catching up on all the ones that we were watching and all the ones that we plan to start. And it sucks because like in a week, all the summer animes they launch like around the 5th or 6th of
Mhm.
July. So all of these new animes are coming out, and there are a few that I really want to watch. And I'm like, I'm all hyped for it. And it's like this anime of where this girl like she really likes somebody, but like she doesn't know how to say it in like I'm not gonna tell you in English. So like instead of saying it in that their language, she says it in a different language how much she loves him, whatever. And the thing is like he doesn't know how to say it back
Oh,
because he understands everything she's saying, but he knows that she thinks he doesn't understand her, and so he just
Oh,
doesn't know how to
so
reply, but he loves her
so
too.
cute.
So it's like they love each other, but they can't say it because they're so nervous.
cute.
Mhm.
And she speaks in Russian to him, and he's like I understand everything you're saying, but I can't. I'm not going to tell you that I understand everything you're saying.
Oh my God, what is
So,
it called? That's like my
uh,
shit. That's like my niche.
it's something in Russian. Let me look it up. Wow,
Russian. All right. I'm kidding.
yeah,
That
like
narrative.
no,
Right?
I have to look it up. I'm looking it up right now. But like, yeah, that's I love my harem and slice of life and stuff like that, you know.
Get it. I love those
Okay.
wholesome ones.
Aaliyah sometimes hides her feelings in Russian.
Okay.
You gotta send me the name. Like,
Right?
give me the name.
Because
No,
the
that's it.
names
That's it.
of the movies are like a full
Elias.
sentence.
Alea, Alya. Sometimes hide her feelings in Russian.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Wait, is
I'm
it
gonna
on
watch it.
Crunchyroll?
it's on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Sweet.
See, the
Yay.
thing is, you're not in my like in my Instagram meme thingies. All I do is send my friends different animes that they should watch, and like
Yes.
it depends on if they watch dub or sub. Like
Mhm.
if I'm watching with them, like Sarah, them, and other people, we watch it dub because we're easily distracted. But
Me.
if I'm watching on my computer, like I watch all sub. So
Yeah.
like which do
Watch
you?
dub because like I fall asleep to them, and so I want to be able to hear it, you know?
Okay.
Hmm.
Like I don't understand Japanese, so I'm like, I kind of want to close my eyes, but I want to hear what's going on, you know?
See, the thing is, a lot of times I'm working and like this is my like I have a computer right here in front of me, but I also have like my other monitor right here, and so I
Right.
put them all on this monitor while I'm working on this monitor, and so I could work, and then and listen to it the entire time, and in my peripheral, I'm watching the
Oh
entire
shit.
thing.
You're like,
Hmm.
Like
It's like
I have
multitasking.
bad
So,
ADHD,
me
bad
mhm.
too.
ADHD. So, but yeah, like it really depends on what you like because I have an entire my anime list, and I have to like
Yeah.
keep it updated because if I don't, I will forget one where I'm at, two what I've seen, and and then I look at it, I'm like, oh but damn, I forgot about this anime, and I'll be like, hey Sarah and be like, "Hey,
Hmm.
watch this anime," so I can watch it again without feeling like I'm watching it again for no reason.
I love doing that for real.
Or I do the same thing with my with Chris Cock and with this awesome person named Ace Kush.
Hmm.
So
My boo.
that's her boo
My boo
thing.
thing.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah. So we can sit back and watch it and it's not just them; it's other people who are in my circle week who come over here and watch come over here for a barbecue and then they stay to watch anime.
It's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe.
I need a friend group like that. Like, I feel like I'm like the only person I know that watches it.
If
Like,
you
actually,
I will low key add you to the random post that I send on my
yeah.
Instagram to random people. And
Hmm.
if you're ever in LA and we're having an
I'll be
anime night,
there.
we're
I'll be
watching
there
it.
starting July. Or
We
wait, no, June 28th. I'll
do
be
I'll
there.
be there around that time frame too.
Really?
Like we'll all hang out and like watch anime together.
yeah, she's here from July 1st to the
The
8th, I think.
night.
9th. So yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And one of the days we're just sitting back watching anime. And I
Hmm.
think because the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you, because like I told you before, we do two different types of these podcasts. The one we
Hmm.
do online like this, and then the nude cast. And I know sometimes after the nude cast, we sit back and watch anime. I'm not naked because I'm subconscious, but
Mhm.
the nude cast is them doing this same podcast but naked. So
Holy shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I said to you, there's two
it's so much
types.
fun.
That's why I
There's
said
two
there's
types.
two types
Hmm.
because not everybody wants to do the newscast, and it started off as a joke
Hmm.
when I said to her, and this is before Sarah took over as the co-host because
Hmm.
we had another co-host for the first four of six newscasts we did, and then she took over for the last two, and then we used Chris Cock as the dude that's in there because my previous
Hmm.
co-host was a dude, so she was the girl on
That
camera,
really balanced it out, you know?
and then we had another female guest usually on, so that made it three people since I don't get naked on camera, and
I'll be
then
Mhm. Yeah,
if
exactly.
you
You and
want
I can be naked together.
if you want to do one, we can have you do one in July. And just come
okay.
back on
Yeah,
and
I'll
just
do
talk
it.
anime.
That'd
But
Let's
be
do it.
anyway,
awesome.
well let's end this so we because we went way
Yes,
over.
please.
And it's like you are a fun, awesome human being, and I love you, Miss Selena,
Thank
and I mean
you.
that in a very great way.
I
So
love you.
you already said where you can find you, Miss Sarah. Where can we find you, really quick?
You guys can find me on iamsarahLace.com. All of my links are going to be on there.
You can find us at the burbankmisfits on Instagram, burbankmisfits.com for everything that we do that Sarah does, who has a link there, our merch that we have up, um, other photography stuff that we will have more of Sarah latest for t-shirts and stuff goes, stuff that I do and stuff that CW, the other co-host, still does as far as exercise. You can find me at RAWSDARR on Twitter and on Facebook. Ooh, on Twitter and on Instagram. I'm missing something. Make sure you check out blossom.com for all of the things that they do. And I think I'm missing something along the line, but I forget what it is. But we will see you all next week. And I believe this episode comes out right before the 4th of July. So
Oh yeah.
does
Right
this come
before
out
you
July
come
1st? So make
over.
sure you enjoy your 4th of July holiday, and we will see you all next week.
Yeah.